What's up, guys? My name's Dustin. I go by Limestone Picker here on YouTube. Today is Wednesday. Wednesdays are Nathaniel's days off, and I have today off also, so we are going to be going to a couple of thrift stores. You know what we're looking for. We're looking for the Sandman, but we're also going to be looking for anything that we can send to Marcus at Comfort Cartoons, and I'm going to be looking for Shrek on DVD and VHS, anything Shrek really, for my guy Wee TCG. So let's get into it. I promise you I will.
I got some. I'm okay.
So we just left Athens Goodwill. I talked the manager down. She said that the prices on the DVD shouldn't have been that high, so I got all of these for $5. There's Nathaniel and Sully. So our first stop was Athens Goodwill. I found a, hear that?
You hear that? They're still saran wrapped.
Sealed copy of Just Go With It. That's my boy and Jack and Jill, so that counts as 3. And we have You Don't Mess With the Zohan, Bedtime Stories, and a Blu-ray copy of 50 First Dates. Our next stop was Saks on 72. This is a store that I don't go to that often. But I asked Nathaniel if he'd ever been there. He had no idea that it existed. So we went, and they ended up giving me these two for free because they were case only, but it's Happy Gilmore and Just Go With It. So if I ever find a loose disc copy of those, I'll have those. I did find Marcus a copy of the SpongeBob SquarePants movie, so that's always good. He wants to have the largest I think he wants to have a wall of just SpongeBob SquarePants movies, so anytime that I see these, I know that's one that I can get and send it to him. I am planning on sending him a package here soon. I've got it almost ready. I might take it tomorrow and get it shipped. This will be in it. Like I said in the intro, we TCG, I found 2 copies of Shrek 2, one of Shrek the Third, and one of Shrek. So, I'm gonna start a little pile for him. These are gonna be in it. And then the rest of the Adam Sandler movies that I found at that store, they had 2 copies of Reign Over Me, 1 copy of I Now Pronounce You Chuck and Larry, Funny People, the best movie ever, Jack and Jill, and 1 copy of Spanglish. Oh, I forgot some stuff from Saks on 72. While I was checking out, I found this Birdhouse Tech Deck. If you want to see that guy, there it is. But while I was checking out, me and my little brother Austin, we've been playing a lot of Guitar Hero, and I told him that when Guitar Hero 3 came out, I wanted it, and for Christmas that year, my mom got me the PlayStation 2 version that came with the game and the guitar, and mine came with a Kramer Striker. I have dongles for a Kramer Striker, but I do not have a Kramer Striker. And they had one. It was right here. So I've got 2 dongles for this, so hopefully one of them works, and hopefully this works. But I got this for $5, and it's dirty. It needs to be cleaned up, but we can certainly clean that up. And then Nathaniel's like, dude, hold my daughter. I was like, okay. He was like, look what I found for you. And he pulls out a Hulk Hogan wrestling buddy. And I'm like, oh man, how much for this guy? And the guy back there is like, well, I haven't priced it yet. So I'm thinking, okay, he's probably gonna price it pretty aggressively with eBay. So let's see how this goes. And he told me they sold for $50 on eBay, so he would give it to me for half of that, and I got this guy for $25. This is my 3rd Hulk Hogan wrestling buddy, which somebody's already bought one of them, or they want it. They haven't given me the money for it yet, so I still have it. But I don't know. I might keep them all. He should have bought it whenever I was ready to sell it. But now that I got 3, I kind of want more. Let me bring you over here for a minute. Look at that. That right there is all my Adam Sandler doubles. I've got the regular Adam Sandler movies right here, and then all the doubles go over here, and I've got a shelf behind me, like in my usual place, where the DVDs are. So, I'm happy to have that little shelf going on right there, but it's almost full. After Saks on 72, we went to the Madison Goodwill, where I found one Adam Sandler movie, and it was Rain Over Me. This was $1, so still another one. We were gonna go to this thrift store in Tony, but we got there and the guy said that they were reorganizing and they were closed today. So we didn't get to go to that one. We ended up going to Ardmore, which is pretty out of the way. We could have continued going in Huntsville, but we wanted to go to that one in Tony and they let us down. So we ended up going to Ardmore. And in Ardmore, I found 2 Adam Sandler movies. It's the same one. One's widescreen, one's full screen. 2 copies of Rain Over Me. So, yeah. After that, we went to Candlelight. It's an antique store off of I-65. Went in there, and they didn't have a whole lot until like one of the last booths we went to, and I had to dig for these. They need to be cleaned up, but for a future video I want to do, I found 2 of the McDonald's Hercules toys. So they are new in package. I've got those for when I get the rest of the set. I think there's 8 in this set. And I have 1 and 3, Hercules and Hermes. I think all these were $1.50 each. They were all in the same bin. But this is some Spider-Man magnets from 1989. They're sealed. And these are some stickers from 1984. So I thought those were cool. And for $1.50, you know, find something to do with them. They had a blue Turbo Power Ranger, so I grabbed him. These aren't really ones that I collect, but I think he'll clean up and I'll be able to sell them at the convention. We got this Knuckles. I've never found this toy before. This is the old one, the vintage one. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And we've got a 1990 Leonardo. I'm not exactly sure if this is just like a figure or what, but yeah, it's Leonardo. Then I found this Batman guy. I think it's George Clooney's Batman. And we got this Shredder little belt buckle thingy. I don't know, it's vintage though. So that's pretty cool. I've seen these before, but I've never had it before. I think this is, I don't know, it said Bandai on it, but it's like a little transformer, but he's a rock. So, yeah, we got him. I figured he was worth more than $1.50. I got this little Power Rangers 1993 Red Ranger guy right here. He holds like candy or something in his back, but I wasn't gonna pass it up for $1.50. And then this thing, it's Goosebumps. So it opens up there, and I guess you wrap this little mummy guy up. Yeah, you wrap that little mummy guy up, and then he spins. So that's pretty cool, I guess. It was Goosebumps, so I figured I'd get it. I don't know what year it is, but it's definitely from the 90s. And the last little toy from that place I got was Beetlejuice. The mom from Beetlejuice. I don't know her name. I don't remember this one being in the set that I reviewed on the channel. Maybe it was. I don't think it was though. That's why I got it, because I didn't think that I had this one. But also at that antique store, Nathaniel found this and I got it. So it is Mary-Kate and Ashley perfume. This was $5. I just wanted to see if it smelled good. Oh my God, no. It smells like old lady perfume. All right, that was not fun. After that, we went to Downtown Rescue Mission, where I found Marcus another copy of the SpongeBob SquarePants movie. I found WeTCG 2 more copies, it's Shrek and Shrek 2. And then for myself, I found 3 copies of Click, and Nathaniel actually saw this, I missed it, but I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry. We did not beat the record, I can already tell. We did not beat the record. I do have plans to beat the record though. The last store that we went to was, I don't remember the name of it. It's like Sister something. It's on Jefferson Street in Athens, Alabama. But we went in there and they did not disappoint. So the first thing Nathaniel saw and handed to me was a 2004 Gary toy. So like I said, I do like doing those meal toy reviews. Some of those meal toys get expensive. So when I can find them out in the wild, I think she wanted like $1 for this. I'll get them as I go, and you don't see many of the SpongeBob movie toys out and about, and I've never seen this one, so I went ahead and grabbed that one. And then he like pulled out a Mario, and I was like, "You don't want that?" And he said, "No, it's cool." This is from 2002, and it is I thought it was Toy Biz. I'm not sure what company made this, but it's not like a meal toy. This is a legit product that was released in stores. So with my experience on Mario toys of this old, I found Wario with his cart at the Goodwill bins, and it sold for like $100. I'm not expecting this to be $100, but I'm sure that it is worth more than the $1 that we paid for it. This is something I'd like to have at my booth, so come May, if you're not doing anything and you're in Huntsville, Alabama, come and see me and Nathaniel at Game Jam South, because we will be there. I don't know if you're aware, but Retro Rick's gonna be there. Tendo, let's see, Scott Squatch. Scott Squatch is the reason that I met JCA99 and we developed the friendship that we have today. So our friendship's coming full circle. But yeah, I found Jace. I've never told this story on YouTube before, but I'll tell it. I was watching a lot of Scott Squatch, probably 2016-ish, and I was at work one night and I wanted to watch something Scott Squatch, but I couldn't, I had to listen to it. So I searched podcasts and I found the "Why Are You Listening to This Podcast" with Scott Squatch. So I listened to it, and in that podcast, one of the guys in it said, "Well, I'm from North Alabama." And I was like, "I'm from North Alabama? What?" And then he says, "I'm from Huntsville." And I'm like, "That's right next door to me." So I think I found Josh on Instagram or Snapchat or something, and we talked back and forth, and I told him about how I found his channel, and I was like, I started watching your videos and I really enjoy them. So then eventually me and Josh started thrifting and hanging out, and now we do an annual Christmas trade. So Scott Squatch is how that happened. But on to the pickups, back onto the pickups. We found those toys, and then Nathaniel points down, he finds a Space Maker pencil box, and I buy every single one of these that I find. I've got a bunch of them. If you're unaware, if you see these, they sell for like $10 to $15 on eBay. I have a massive hoard of them because I'm a hoarder, and I have a problem.
Stop it. Get some help.
Then we went back to the movies, And I found a copy, the only copy on VHS. We found Mr. Deeds, and Nathaniel pulls out this. Saturday Night Live, The Best of Adam Sandler. This is the first time we found this in these videos. So that's always fun to get something new. The last thing that we found is a flip item. This will pay for everything that we bought today. But we got this for $10. I'm gonna have to test it and see if it works, but this is the printer that I use. It's a Dymo 4XL printer. This is what I use to print my shipping labels on eBay. So we'll see if it works, and if it doesn't, I mean, we can always sell it for parts, but she gave me this for $10. So yeah, let's go on to the recap. So for Marcus, we found 2 copies of the SpongeBob SquarePants movie. For WeTCG, we found 2 copies of Shrek, 3 copies of Shrek 2, and 1 copy of Shrek the Third. As for the Adam Sandler movies, we found 1 copy of Just Go With It, 1 copy of That's My Boy, and 2 copies of Jack and Jill, 1 copy of the Zohan, 1 copy of Bedtime Stories, 1 51st Dates on Blu-ray, 2 Chuck and Larry's, 1 Funny People, 1 Spanglish, 3 copies of Click, 1 copy of Mr. Deeds, 1 copy of Adam Sandler, The Best Of, 2 cases, and the winner of today's episode, 5 copies of Reign Over Me. Surprise, surprise. But guys, that's it for this video. I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you had a little fun along the way. If you did, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps me out. Thank you. I'll see you next time.
And now I'm gonna show you my Transformers DVD collection.